What if the one you love could never change, no matter how much you do? In a village where secrets hide in plain sight, a man named Obinna loved his wife with all his heart. But there was something strange. No matter what he did, her heart never softened, and her love never deepened. What happens when a man seeks the truth, only to discover a cause no one dares to speak of? If you were ready to uncover the mystery, make sure to subscribe. You don't want to miss what happened next. In the quiet village of Umwala, Obinna was known for his strength, kindness, but most of all, for his love for his wife, Adanna. From the moment they met, he adored everything about her: her laughter, her beauty, and the way her eyes sparkled like the morning sun. But as time passed, something troubled Obinna. While others grew and changed with life, Adanna remained the same. She never softened her heart when he made mistakes, never forgave easily, and no matter how much love he gave, she remained distant. One night, as the village drum echoed through the air, Obinna's friend Nduka whispered, "A love that never changes may not be love at all." Those words clung to Obinna's heart like a heavy stone. That night, as the moon hung low and pale, Obinna couldn't sleep. He turned to Adanna and softly asked, "If I were nothing but a poor farmer, would you still love me?" Adanna, without lifting her gaze, said coldly, "Why ask what you already know?" Obinna's heart ached. He had always feared her love was only for what he gave, not for who he truly was. But he would soon discover that some questions should never be asked, and some truths should never be known. If you knew your partner would never change, would you stay or walk away? Tell me in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts. The next morning, Obinna left his hut early. His heart was heavy, but his mind burned with one question: why doesn't Adanna's heart change? He walked beyond the village, where the forest met the river. There, by the water's edge, sat an old woman. Her back was bent with age, and her fingers stirred the river with a long, black staff. Without raising her head, she spoke. "A troubled heart brings troubled steps. What is it you seek, child?" Obinna hesitated. "My wife. No matter how much love I give, her heart does not soften. She never changes." The old woman let out a dry laugh. "Not all hearts are made to change, but be warned. When you seek truth, you may find a cause instead." Obinna's chest tightened. "I must know," he said firmly. The old woman lifted her staff and pointed to the far side of the river. "Beyond that hill lies the cave of echoes. Inside, the spirit of forgotten hearts will answer your question. But once you ask, you can never unhear the truth." Obinna's hand trembled, but his feet were already moving. As he crossed the river, the woman's voice floated behind him. "Would you still love her, even if she can never love you the way you want? If you could know the deepest truth about your partner's heart, would you ask?" Let me know in the comments below. By nightfall, Obinna stood at the mouth of the cave of echoes. A cold wind slipped from the entrance, whispering secrets no man should know. And yet, he stepped inside. Do you think Obinna will find the truth, or something far worse? Obinna stepped into the cave of echoes, the air thick and heavy like a forgotten dream. His footsteps echoed against the cold stone walls as a strange voice whispered in the dark, Why do you seek what no man should know? I want to understand my wife's heart, Obinna said, his voice steady. Why does she never change? Why doesn't my love reach her? A pale blue light flickered ahead. Obinna followed it to a smooth stone altar where a shuddering figure hovered, the spirit of forgotten art. Its face was hidden beneath a veil of mist, but his voice cut through the air like a blade. Once you ask, the truth cannot be undone. Are you ready? Obinna swallowed hard. I must know. The spirit stretched a long, bony hand towards him. Then, listen. A chill swept through the cave as the spirit's voice deepened. Your wife's heart is cursed. Obinna's blood ran cold. Long ago, before you met her, Adanna loved another, but he betrayed her. In her pain, she sought a charm to protect her heart from being broken again. But the charm was twisted. It froze her heart, making her unable to love deeply or change for anyone, no matter how much love she received. Obinna's knees weakened. Is there no way to break it? The spirit's voice grew softer. There is one way, but the price is high. Obinna's heart pounded. Tell me. You must offer the thing you value most, your own heart. If you give it, she will be free, but you will lose all your love for her forever. What would you do? Free the one you love and lose your heart forever? Or live, knowing they will never love you fully? Share your thoughts below. And don't forget to subscribe to find out what choice Obinna makes. The spirit's voice faded, leaving only silence. Obinna stood in the dark, his heart caught between love and sacrifice. Would you give up your heart to save someone who may never love you back? Obinna left the cave of echoes with his mind in turmoil. The spirit's words echoed in his heart. Give your heart, and she will be free, but you will lose your love for her forever. When he returned to the village, the moon hung low, casting pale shadows on the ground. He found Adanna sitting by the fire, her face as calm and distant as always. She did not ask where he had been. She never did. Obinna knelt beside her, his heart heavy. Adanna, he said softly, have you ever wondered why nothing touches your heart? For the first time in years, she looked at him, really looked at him. There was something distant in her gaze, like a woman trapped in a world he could not reach. I feel nothing, because nothing can reach me, she whispered. Her words cut deeper than any blade. Obinna's breath trembled. He could free her, he could break the curse, but if he did, he would no longer love her. That night, sleep did not come. He lay awake, staring at the stars, knowing that by dawn, he must choose. If you were Obinna, would you sacrifice your love to set your partner's heart free? Or would you hold on, even if they could never change? Share your answers in the comments. I am reading everyone. As the first light touched the horizon, Obinna stood. His love for Adanna had shaped every part of his life. But what good was love if it could never be returned? He returned to the cave of echoes. The spirit waited, his misty form drifting in the air. Have you chosen? It asked. Obinna's heart pounded. Yes. He reached into his chest, and with a single tear rolling down his cheek, he whispered, take my heart. A sharp, searing pain tore through him. His vision blurred. As the spirit pulled a glowing ember from his chest, his love for Adana, in an instant, it was gone. Obinna staggered, his heart empty. He knew that when he returned, he would no longer love her, but at least she would be free. What do you think will happen when Obinna returns? Will Adana change, or will the curse take everything from them both? When Obinna returned to the village, the air felt different, lighter, as if something heavy had been lifted. He found Adana sitting beneath the udala tree, the morning sun warming her face. For the first time, there was something in her eyes he had never seen before: softness. Obinna, she whispered, as if she had just woken from a long dream. I feel it. I feel everything. Tears welled in her eyes. Tears she had not shed since the curse froze her heart. She reached for his hand, her touch, warm and trembling. I see now how much you love me. You gave me your heart when I could give you nothing. But Obinna did not smile. He felt nothing, no joy, no sorrow. The warmth he once felt when he looked at her was gone. I am glad you are free, he said quietly. His voice was calm, distant, just as hers had once been. Adana's heart pounded in her chest. You don't love me anymore, do you? Her voice cracked with pain. Obinna shook his head. I gave everything to save you, but I have no love left to give. A deep silence hung between them. The very thing she had longed for, to feel again, had come at a cost she never expected. Would you trade your love to save someone, even if it meant losing them forever? Share your thoughts below. And if you want to know how this ends, don't forget to subscribe. Adana wept, but Obinna stood still. Her heart was free, but she was alone in her love. And no matter what she did, she could never bring his heart back. As the village buzzed with life, only the two of them knew the truth. Sometimes, love is not enough. And in saving her, Obinna had lost himself. Would you pay the ultimate price for love? Days turned into weeks, and though Adana's heart was free, a heavy emptiness lingered between her and Obinna. She tried everything to win his love back. She cooked his favorite meals, spoke gently to him, and waited by the door every evening when returned from the fields. But Obinna remained distant, his heart as still as a river without wind. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills, Adana found him sitting alone by the village well. His face, once filled with warmth for her, was now calm but empty. Obinna, she whispered, kneeling beside him, I know I hurt you. I was cold when you gave me warmth. I was distant when you brought me close. But now, my heart is free. I feel everything, and all I want is to love you the way you once loved me. Obinna looked at her, but there was no flicker of the man who had once adored her. I gave you my heart, he said quietly, and with it, I give away my love. I cannot bring it back. Tears spilled down Adana's cheeks. Is there no way to break this curse? Can love truly be lost forever? He shook his head. The spirit said once my heart was given, it could never return. Adana's chest ached. She had gained the ability to love, only to realize she had lost the one person who loved her most. If you were Adana, Would you fight to win his heart back or let him go? Share your thoughts in the comments. I am reading them all. That night, Adana made a decision. If there was no way to return his heart, she would find another way to save their love. She remembered the old woman by the river, the one who knew the hidden causes. Maybe, just maybe, there was still hope. But would the price for love be even greater the second time? At dawn, Adana wrapped a blue scarf around her shoulders and left the village quietly. Her heart, now alive with love, burned with one purpose: to bring Obinna's love back. She followed the winding path to the river, where the old woman still sat, stirring the water with a black staff. Without raising her head, the woman spoke. "You carry a heart full of pain," she said. "What do you seek this time?" Adana knelt before her, tears brimming in her eyes. "I was freed from my curse, but in doing so, my husband lost his love for me. Is there no way to return his heart?" The old woman sighed, her face shadowed with sorrow. "Love given freely is precious, but love taken back comes with a heavy price. I will pay it," Adana said without hesitation. "Whatever it takes." The woman dipped her staff into the river, and the river darkened. "There's one way," she murmured, "but you must give up the thing you hold most dear, your memories of his love." Adana's breath caught. "My memories? If you offer them, Obinna's heart will return to you, but you will forget every moment of love you shared. The laughter, the warmth, the years you longed for him, all will be lost." Adana's heart twisted. What is the point of love if she could not remember it? But how could she live knowing Obinna would never love her again? After a long silence, she whispered, "I will do it." The old woman nodded. "Place your hand in the water and speak his name." With trembling fingers, Adana touched the cold surface of the river. "Obinna," she whispered. The water glowed as a warm light burst from her heart. Her memories of love and vanished into the river's depths. "It is done," the old woman said softly. "When you return, his heart will be whole, but your love will be nothing but a shadow in your mind." Adana stood, feeling a strange emptiness inside. As she turned to leave, the woman's voice echoed behind her. "Not all love can survive its price. Would you sacrifice your memories to restore love? Tell me in the comments. And if you are as captivated as I am, share this story and subscribe for the final chapter. As Adana walked back to the village, the memories of Obinna's touch, his laughter, and the warmth of their love faded like mist in the morning sun. By the time she reached home, she remembered nothing, not even why her heart ached. But was the price worth it? When Adana returned to the village, the sky burned with the golden hues of sunset. Her heart felt strangely light, as if nothing had been taken, but she couldn't remember what. At the doorway of their hut, Obinna stood waiting. The moment he saw her, something inside him stirred, a warmth he thought was lost forever. "Adana," he breathed, stepping closer. For the first time in weeks, his heart raced at the sight of her. The cold emptiness that had haunted him since the cave of echoes was gone. His love had returned. Without knowing why, Adana smiled softly. "Why do you look at me like that?" Obinna's eyes filled with tears. "Because I love you," he whispered. I thought I had lost these feelings forever." He took her hand in his, warmth flooding back into his soul. But as he pulled her close, he noticed something missing. the spark of shared memories. The love they had built was gone from her eyes. "Adanna, do you remember?" he asked, his voice trembling. "Remember?" She frowned. "Did I forget something important?" Obina's heart broke. She had saved him, but in doing so, she had lost the memory of every moment they shared. He brushed a tear from her cheek. "You gave up something precious for me, didn't you?" Adanna blinked, confusing, clouding her face. I don't know. But when I'm near you, I feel safe." He held her close. His heart turned between joy and sorrow. He had his love back, but the woman he loved no longer remembered why she loved him. And yet, he whispered against her ear, "I will teach you to love me again, no matter how long it takes." Sometimes, love demands a price no heart is ready to pay, but the deepest love is the one that chooses to stay, even when everything is lost. Would you fight to rebuild love, even if your partner forgot everything you shared? If this story touched your heart, share it with someone you love. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that stay with you forever. Thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next one. Bye.